Hello y'all. This is the Hearts of Iron 4 mod Purple Dawn. It is set in a world where the Byzantine Empire never fell. We're on the select country screen now, and the featured nations here are France, Denmark, Holland, Britain, Germany, the Commonwealth, I guess that's the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, Korea, Romania, also known as Byzantium, Austro-Bohemia, Metzicon, New Holland, Muscovy, Great Ruthenia, Berzak, Sagaria, Hispania, Scandinavia, China, and Persia. The start date of this modification is January 1930, and I believe the point of divergence is in 1071 when the Byzantines win the Battle of Manzikert. So when you begin playing, it's almost been, frankly, 1,000 years since the divergence occurred. So the world is greatly affected because in alternate history, the further back a point of divergence usually is, the more different a world will be typically. And let's go to the political tab now. And here we have a few different ideologies and a whole interesting electoral system and a popular vote and the PV percent. And well, that's popular vote percentage. But anyway, as for ideologies, we have social democratism, conservatism, liberalism, absolutism, radical nationalism, and collectivism. Going down to the laws and government, we have something for, what is this? This is something for the head of government. There is the deputy head of government. Then we have political advisor. We have a diplomatic cabinet. That's the minister of security, minister of defense, minister of state, minister of trade, the security advisor, the diplomatic advisor. As for the domestic cabinet, we have the minister of education, the minister of commerce. And these positions, all these can't really be switched out too easily. It all depends on your ruling ideology. I guess we have the minister of transportation, the minister of health, the minister of labor, and the domestic advisor. And with that, let's talk about some other feature this mod has, and that is the ethnicity system. So every state, it seems, in this mod has, at least, I guess every state, not every province, has a different ethnicity. So say Upper Mesopotamia is technically Armenian in this modification, and the Northern Arabian Desert is Arabic, and Cairo or Giza is Coptic, and it has all sorts of stuff. You also have a bank system, but frankly, I don't really know how it works, but all I know is you can give yourself tons of resources. Like we can add 50 chromium to Giza if we want, or Giza, and that's 50 chromium there, I guess. Is it 50 chromium? Wow. And I just don't know how that really works, but it is something that is in the mod Purple Dawn. And let's now look at decisions. And here we have things like map icon decisions, the Vetselberg Accords, although that may be something that's kind of exclusive to Romania, the production bonus decisions. We have left-wing politics, reformism, democratic government, and research. Grants, research effort, unit cap, you can disable it or cheat to have no unit cap for the player. There is central bank management and elections. And let's now go to research. And here it looks like the tech tree is essentially just like vanilla HOI4, from what I can gather from this. Yes, I want to say it's almost exactly the same. I noticed a new tab, air, engineering, industry. So we had political theories, and here we have things like, say, propaganda that helps with daily political power gain, and populism, aristocratism, and these three ideologies, Plutarchism? I guess so, Plutarchism, that's mutually exclusive with aristocratism and populism. Then we have, going down, there is militarism, and that's for like military related matters. We have interventionism and neutralism. They each have their own little branching paths here, it looks like, but there is some interaction between them, maybe. But that's the tech tree in this mod. And let's now go over every country in the world. We'll begin in South America, and the world is very different in this in Purple Dawn's 1930s compared to our own, well, January 1930. Here we have first in like Venezuela and Colombia, Jordan, and that is a subject of France. And going more to the south, we have Amazonia, that's a subject of the British. There's Equator, that's like Ecuador, basically that's France. France's puppet Elizabethia, that is a subject of the British, that's like in Peru, I want to say. Georgia is also kind of like in Peru and Bolivia. We have Byzantine Brazil, I think, is this Thessalia? Yeah, and they have some national spirit called Byzantine Realm, and they're independent, but they recognize the Basilisk of the Emperor of the Byzantine Empire as their monarch, and will defend the country of residence. So they're kind of like a dominion in a way, or at least they're part of something you could call like a Byzantosphere, maybe. We have Carlosia, and this is a subject. It's a dominion of Hispania. There's Uruguay. They're a puppet of Hispania. New Anatolia. Argentina belongs to the Byzantines in this timeline, it looks like. And there's Chile, and they're a subject of Hispania. And let's go to Africa now, which is dominated by Byzantium, really. So Romania is in Morocco, and then we have Sagaria in North Africa. Like, they're in Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, all those places. So Sagaria is here. We have Abyssinia, that's like Ethiopia, and they're dominating East Africa. We have Luanco here, that's in Chad and Nigeria, maybe. There's the Ivory Coast in West Africa. They're a subject of the French. We have Hollandish Africa. Obviously, they're a subject of Denmark, Holland. And going more to the south, we have Congo. They're a subject of the Commonwealth. So the Polish-Lithuanian, the PLC, is here in Central Africa. There's Zambezia. They're a subject of Hispania. And there's South Africa, who is a puppet of, well, they're a dominion of, they're a colony of Britain. And we have Malaccasia, which is Byzantine Madagascar, subject of Byzantium. And let's go over to Australia now, and this is Oosterland. And this is, in fact, a dominion of Denmark-Holland. Well, Denmark-Holland. We have New Zealand, subject of Denmark-Holland. There's Hollandish East Indies. I think they're using the flag of India for some odd reason, which it is what it is. Maybe it's a placeholder. We have the Theodorenes. That's essentially Byzantine Philippines. There is Iradia, Byzantine Southeast Asia. That's Indochina, Siam or Thailand, and Burma, and parts of China. Then we have China proper. There's a big Tibet, Korea. Then there's Japan. Does Korea control part of Japan, the home islands? Yes. Yes, they do. Wow. Japan is just kind of not doing too well in 1930 in this timeline. Then we have Siberia, it's Siberia, I think, how do you say it? Siberia? They're there. We have Big Mongolia. Then in Central Asia, there's Caspia. We have Persia below them. Here's Punjab, Hindustan, Byzantine India. And there's the Decani. They're a subject of, well, Decania. They're a subject of the French. There's Dravidia. They're a puppet. They're a colony of Britain, I mean. And they control the southern portion of the Indian subcontinent. Then we have Arabia in the southern port. Well, they control more or less the entire Arabian Peninsula. And let's go over Europe now. And here we have Kazani, Euralia. This is like Russia in our own universe. Well, in our own history by 1930, this would have been the USSR. We have Muscovy, Great Ruthenia, Berzak. I wonder if a united Russia ever existed in this timeline. I don't know. There's the Commonwealth, and they have some kind of, they're guaranteeing the independence of some state over in, I don't know where that's at, West Asia, wherever that is. Then we have Romania, and that is, its capital is Constantinople. Is this West Asia? Maybe it is, yeah. This tiny little state here, that's West Asia, and that is between Austro-Bohemia, the Commonwealth, and Romania. So that's a very tough position to be in. We have Austro-Bohemia now. There's Italia, Germany, Denmark, Holland, and that's the Netherlands and Denmark, essentially. There's Scandinavia, Finland, Sweden, Norway, and we have France. There's Hispania, and they have a united Iberian Peninsula. We got Britain, who controls all the British Isles, And Denmark, Holland has Iceland and Greenland under their grasp. Then going over to North America. I wonder if it's even called North America in Purple Dawn. Maybe not, I don't know. We have New Mazovia, subject of the Commonwealth. There's New Britain. It's a little obvious who they're a puppet of. We have Tysos, which is a Byzantine realm. This is Byzantine Texas. There's Mexicon, Byzantine Mexico, essentially. There's Cuba, Byzantine Cuba. There is Britain in the Hispaniola and Jamaica. And what is this? Commonwealth has Puerto Rico under their control. And then in Central America, we have Nicarissos, and they're a Byzantine realm. The Byzantines really went hard in colonizing North America in this timeline, didn't they? Yeah. And then finally, we have New Holland on the east coast, and they're a subject, well, they're a dominion of Denmark, Holland, and this has been Purple Dawn. And what is on Hawaii? Okay, that's Denmark, Holland. Just want to make sure. But this has been Purple Dawn. You can check out this mod in the video description. A link to it is there. What do you think of it? Tell me in the comments section below. And after you do that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.